Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever YouTube video! Psych! It's video number 838! Nuclear fucking bomb tutorial! Why do they speak Japanese in anime? So guys, I wanted to watch the World Cup. And I don't got no fucking TV license to watch that shit. Bro, I used all my money buying questionably cheap ice cream. Okay? So I can't fucking just buy some license. Nor do I really fucking want to. And so what do? Extremely expertized and complicated hacking later, I find a live stream. And it's literally just some dude who has his phone like this, recording his TV, showing the match. And bro, this fucking phone is like 10 meters from the fucking TV. The ball is about 1 pixel. You can barely see what the fuck is happening. And the commentation? That shit is in some random ass fucking language I don't understand. They could be very well speaking Martian. And I wouldn't even fucking know. And so, what's free is free. Free is always better than losing money. Because I never lose. Only W's. But anyway. And so I'm just watching the match there. Trying to fucking figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, am I watching football? Or is this Teletubbies? I don't even know. He could have been showing the fucking nuclear fucking bomb tutorial and how to fucking join ISIS. And I would have watched that with a fucking smile, thinking that, oh man, this is great football. But anyway, so after a bit of watching that, all of a sudden, the TV goes black. Huh? This dude living in some fucking hut on the other side of the world, the house is probably about to crumble down. The TV doesn't even fucking work half the time. And so it goes black. This little goes fucking black. And the only thing that I see is a reflection of some dude sitting on a sofa. Like, bro, the jokes write themselves. Like, why would I pay money, lose limited money to watch an official broadcast when I can watch this shit for free and the jokes are writing themselves? There's free comedy segments of the TV going dark every 5 minutes for like 30 seconds and you just see some dude on the sofa. Oh, hope the game comes back on soon. And so truly the greatest sports watching experience I've had in my life, guys. And so what's the life lesson, guys? What do you need to take away from this? Well, basically, don't pay money to official shit broadcasts that give you advertisements. Watch the free RIP TV live streams where you get comedy instead. Sometimes I ask myself, did I starve myself and go to the gym for years to get a six-pack? Only for some 35-year-old, morbidly obese, single mother to like me on dating apps. Like, I'm not saying that they're not allowed to do that. Of course you're allowed to shoot your shot. But bro, I get a notification, oh my god, someone's liked your picture. I'm like, holy shit, is it finally my time to shine? Has Stacy finally decided that maybe she'll give someone else a chance that isn't a 6'5" giga chad? And then I go and look And to my fucking horror, it's always like morbidly obese fucking middle-aged woman. Huh. But today something miraculous happened. I got a notification that 18-year-old baddie, True Stacy, well maybe more like high tier Becky, but anyway, you know, beggars can't be choosers, has liked me. We're gonna be a fucking match. This is amazing. My dream has finally come true. All the hard work I put in. Success. But then I fucking look a bit closer. And she lives all the way in Jupiter. What the fuck? Like, brother. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy fucking plane tickets to Antarctica for a fucking coffee date. What the fuck is... I thought it was like the best day of my life, but these fucking rage bait apps trolling me. Oh, she lives on the other side of the fucking planet. Well, not actually, but still so fucking far away that, like, realistically, never gonna fucking see her. And so that's the mood today, guys. Holy rage bait, holy rage bait. But there is one way to recover with the holy gym grind to, I don't know, fucking cope, bro.
A few moments later. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
So, this is one of the most important exercises, because as a young sensitive man, you have to practice the leg closing, because otherwise these evil foids might manipulate you, and that is not a good thing. And so practice the leg closer.
In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby,
Alright guys, don't get scared even though I'm showing off this product right here, because I'm not sponsored. I'm not gonna sell you anything. You know, I'm not gonna fucking advertise this shit. In fact, I'm gonna talk shit. Look at this, look at this. Sports Life Nutrition Whey 80. Remember that fucking name and never buy this shit. Because look at this. What does that say right there? What does that say? Vanilla ice cream. This shit tastes like oat porridge. Who the fuck at Sports Life Nutrition thinks that vanilla ice cream tastes like oat porridge? This is fucking the blandest oat porridge I've ever fucking tasted in my life. And it looks like oat porridge as well. I'll fucking show you. Like, this is... Did they fucking give me oat porridge? I came for fucking protein powder. Bro, I got ice cream right here. So, vanilla ice cream. That is good. Vanilla ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Oat motherfucking porridge! Alright, motherfuckers and non-motherfuckers, I got some topics here that I wanna talk about. So let's first, quick fire, bullet point, real quick, solve a few world problems. For example, world hunger. Eat food, that's pretty easy to solve. Next up, how to escape North Korea. Well, just be born somewhere else. Pick a different spawn point. That was also quite easy to solve. Now this one is a bit more difficult. Why do they speak Japanese in anime? Like, bro, I'm watching anime here, this American show, and motherfuckers speaking Japanese. I don't understand that shit. I don't speak no fucking Japanese. Why are the American shows speaking Japanese? What's wrong with anime, bro? Somebody fucking ruined anime, bro. I remember watch TV, fucking billion years ago, Pokemon, motherfuckers ain't speaking Japanese. Yet nowadays in anime they speak Japanese in these American shows. Rage bait is what I'm fucking telling you. But I think the solution here, of course, is just fucking skip to the fight scenes. Like, realistically, what the fuck are you watching the anime for? Are you there to watch some speak the yappa the dappa the do? Not really, bro. Just skip to the fucking fight scene. They're not gonna be even speaking in the fight scene. They're just gonna be fucking screaming, "Oh!" and going Super Saiyan or some bullshit. So realistically, you don't even need to understand Japanese to enjoy the fight scenes. And that's a basic rule for basically any movie or TV series that you're watching. Just fucking skip to the good parts, brothers. Like, you have limited time on this planet. Why are you wasting your time watching some fucking bullshit ass bullshit that's boring as fuck when you could be watching the absolute greatest cinema of your life? If you just had the fucking bravery to fucking spam that fucking +15 button a few times. Problem solved, life saved, time saved, world saved. Next up, save 100 people or a billionaire? Now this is quite a difficult one. So basically it's maybe like a trolley problem where there's a train coming and it's gonna go over 100 people. But you can switch a switch, and instead of running over 100 people, the train goes over only one. But they're a billionaire. And so, you know what? I think I'm a utilitarian, in a lot of ways. I'm maybe not always, but in this scenario, I would like to consider myself a utilitarian. Well, I know myself to be a utilitarian, and so I just value the greater good. So, of course, we're gonna save the billionaire. If the billionaire buys me like a Lamborghini in exchange for saving him, like that increases the total happiness in the world much more than the 100 people being alive. Because if the 100 people are alive, then in actuality happiness goes down. They're gonna have to pay taxes, they're gonna have to experience hypergamy. Like, happiness goes down. And so it's actually utilitarian to save the billionaire if they buy you like a Lamborghini or something, because that's gonna make you really happy. And so that was like the quick fire thing. We just quick fired, solved a few very philosophical world problems. And now we got something maybe a bit more serious to talk about. Let's tone down a bit and let's get serious. And this is what I'm actually fucking wondering right here, motherfuckers. Why do women with boyfriends or husbands give you the craziest fucking IOIs? IOI meaning indication of interest. Like, bro, I'm at the store just picking up ice cream. A bit of fucking protein powder that tastes like fucking oat porridge. Trash. Anyway, I'm fucking at the store. And some fucking MILF with her children is fucking looking at me, biting her lips. Sending me fucking signals. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this is like a common theme. Like sometimes, single women who are alone and whatever, well, you don't really know if they're single or not, but like women who are alone, sometimes they, smile at you a bit, they give you like, flick the hair, whatever. But when these women, not all of them, not all women, but always a woman. Now that's a funny one. But anyway, why is it always that when some of these women are like with their boyfriend or with their fucking children, they're giving you the craziest fucking IOIs. Like, I go in the elevator and there's a woman with her fucking boyfriend just looking me up and down. Hello. Like, yeah, I know we'll fucking, maybe like neighbors and, it's okay to say hello and, be polite. Maybe even have a bit of small talk, but your boyfriend's right fucking there. What the fuck, it's actually crazy, bro. And it makes me like question, what the fuck is happening, guys? And if you're in a relationship, are you safe? Now, if you're lucky and you have a good woman, of course you're gonna be safe. But then, spin the roulette wheel and ask yourself, what is the probability that you're with a good woman? Oh. And I might have to admit it. I might have had the intercourse with a woman that has, had a boyfriend. And usually, when you find out that they have a boyfriend, you're like instantly like, no, I'm not talking to you anymore, boom, boom, boom. Like, I don't want to get in between that. And that's, in a way, a good practice. But at some point, you just realize that it doesn't change anything. Right? Like, if you're at a social event, at the club or, whatever, and a woman that has a boyfriend is hitting on you, like, realistically you think, oh, you know, I'm a good person, I'm gonna save their relationship by, I'm not gonna sleep with her, I'm not gonna do anything like that. But then, you know, you reject her, you kind of push her away, you go somewhere else, you stop talking to her. 15 minutes later, you see her talking to some other dude. And so realistically, the moment she's willing to cheat on her boyfriend, she's already made that choice. And so at this point, the only question really is that, is she gonna do it with you or someone else? She's gonna fucking cheat, so either you get the fun or someone else does. And so in a way it's kind of fucking brutal. Like the only way to stop her from cheating might be that you literally talk to her the whole fucking night and basically waste your own night. Like you don't enjoy your night at all because you're just fucking talking to some bitch. A respectful woman. You know, even though you don't want to, like you could have been talking to someone else, you could be having fun with your friends, but now you're here like fucking talking to this person for the next fucking 5 hours just to make sure that she doesn't talk to anyone else, and then at the end of the night you go home and you never do anything with her. Like that's the only thing you can do. Like the only thing you can do is literally just buy so much time that she no longer has time to find anyone else after you just fuck off. That might be the only way to save someone's relationship. But like realistically, the brutal truth is that the moment she's willing to cheat, it's already fucking over. Like she's already made the choice that, you know what, I'm not happy in my relationship, and it's just gonna be like sooner or later she's gonna do it with you or someone else, and it's fucked. And so the question is, what the fuck can we do to solve this problem? And you know what? We have solved world hunger. We have solved how to escape North Korea and defeat fucking every problem in the world. But this one is actually something that I don't really have a solution for. You know, unfortunately, out of all these things, this is the only one that I can't fucking solve. Like, I can't seem to fucking wrap around my head, why is it that these women who are in relationships are so like fucking outright almost crazy when it comes to fucking somehow doing everything to ruin it. But hey, comment down your solutions below and we'll see what we can do about the situation, if anything can realistically even be done. So, I just had quite an interesting idea, and it starts off with a question. Would you be more insulted if someone called you a bad person or if someone called you ugly? And now the thing is, you know, I think most people, if you call them a bad person, they will most likely just laugh it off and like, I'm not a bad person, and then forget about it. But if you call someone ugly, a lot of the times they might think about that for, you know, weeks to come. Like, oh man, am I actually ugly? Oh, and they dwell on it and they truly are insulted by it. And a lot of people, you know, will say that that's due to, oh, well, you know, the only insults that hurt are the ones that we believe. But does the average person actually believe themselves to be ugly? Like, I think the average person believes themselves to be above average looking. That's why everyone seems to rate themselves a 7. And you know, the same way that the average person rates themselves better on basically every other metric as well. Like, the average person thinks that they're more intelligent than the average person, even though that's of course false by definition. The average person is average. And so I think most people, they don't believe themselves to be that ugly, that's why they're insulted by it, or at least that's not the entirety of the situation. There is more to it. And we could use an example of, well, let's say somebody insulted you. Why are you wearing a black shirt? instead of a red one. Ha ha. Would you be insulted? Probably not. Even though you believe yourself to have a black shirt instead of a red shirt. But you're not insulted because you don't place value on the color of your shirt. Do you get it? And so you are only insulted by things that you place value on. You don't care about the color of your shirt. Therefore, it doesn't matter if somebody comments on it. But most people care about their looks. They place value on looks. And that's why they're insulted if you comment on it. And why are people insulted by, you calling them ugly instead of a bad person? Well, because people value being good looking more than they value being a moral, virtuous, good person. And I think this is proven in a lot of ways. Nobody wants to be called ugly, but if you call someone a mob boss who ditches bodies in a river, they think that that's cool. Haha, yeah, I'm a fucking mob boss. I love that. So people don't really care that much about being a bad person who does bad things. They mostly care about looks. And so, why is this so important? Well, I think it's quite simple. Just like with everything, if you're thinking to yourself, how do I live the best life possible? What can I do to guarantee that my life is as good as it can be? Then I think this proves that you should improve your looks over personality. Of course, you should do both. Let's be honest, you should always do everything, not just one thing. But realistically, I think the return on investment on improving your looks is way higher than the return on investment on getting a better personality. And how the fuck do you even get a better personality? Like, are you supposed to get hobbies that you're not actually interested in just because other people like them? Like, are you supposed to lie about who you actually are? Like, can you even change your personality? Like, of course you can treat other people nicer, you can, put yourself out more and get used to social situations so that you're more comfortable with yourself and everything like that. But realistically, you can't even change your personality that much. And so the only thing you can really do to improve your life is to improve your looks. And it's never gonna hurt you to be better looking, no matter what your goal is. I mean, a lot of athletes aren't the best athletes in the world, yet they have better sponsorships because they're better looking. A lot of, people literally get a job because of their looks. They, are favored due to that. And I think this is shown once again in how humans behave, because you might think that personality is the most important thing, and I'm not saying that you're lying. I believe you. Personality is definitely more important than looks to me, and probably to you as well. But that's not how the average person views the world. And so, if you want to be treated well by others, you can't just have a good personality, and because you care about personality, people will treat you well because they don't care about personality, right? And even if you have a good personality, the reality is that people will never know your personality. They will only know a very small perception of it, right? People don't see your personality. They perceive you to have a certain personality. And what they perceive your personality to be is influenced by your looks once again. And so we all know that, like, if an ugly person commits a crime, everyone will be like, holy shit, what a horrible person, take him to jail. Yet if a good looking person commits a crime, all of a sudden it's, we need to believe in second chances. He's not a bad person. He just, had a bad childhood, or the environment around him pushed him to do it. We shouldn't put him to jail. He just needs a bit of fucking therapy or some shit, and he should be free. Like, you understand that your looks literally determine how people view your personality. And so even if you're a good person and that's what you value, you don't value looks at all, other people still do, and other people will still use that to perceive you as a bad person, even if you're not. If you help someone and you're not very good looking, people will think that you have ulterior motives. Why is he helping me? Probably wants something else, or wants something out of this. He can't just be a good person. He definitely has ulterior motives. He's a bit fucking weird. Why did he even come help me? Like, he didn't have to do that. That's weird. But if you're a good person and you help others, then you're just a good person. Or I mean, if you're a good looking person and you help others, then you're just a good person. Right? And it's brutal. And so realistically, you should just do whatever it takes to live the best life possible, and the best way to work towards that is by Looksmaxxing, okay? Like, there's a reason why this shit has been blowing up, and it's because it has at least some truth to it. And so the life lesson is to Looksmaxx, okay? Don't live a worse life than what you could have just because you wanted to believe in this false narrative that people care about personality over looks, or or your looks don't influence how people view you. Like, don't fall into the trap of having all the politically correct people around you who are just saying what's socially acceptable, telling you, oh, looks don't matter, whatever. No. Go and do what gives you the best life possible. And that is Looksmaxxing. That is going after your dreams. And what is gonna help you with going after your dreams is Looksmaxxing, looking better. And so, this has been quite a long fucking rant about this, but realistically, looks are the number one way to get closer to your goals. Looks are the number one way to improve your quality of life. And so, that's what you should do. And as always, go out there, stay disciplined, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.